let's get this thing started. Ga.Southern will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. Let's talk for a second about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Need. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Cricket.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting...
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Eagles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Alert!
They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Got it.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
Clear.
He'll try the left side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
On the set.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Ready.
Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Easy.
Motion from the wideout.
Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Walters. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. You know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Looking to pass, it's Walters. Makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Under fire. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the ground, it's Need. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. You
definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing the puppy out.
Got room to work. Turning on the Jets. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to...
Just plowing ahead. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Using his feet. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Finding open areas. Turning it on. The 20. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ga.Southern.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. Neither team's wasting time putting points on the board. They've got it back. Down 14-10. Jones to throw. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The thundering herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. in the second.
On the double. Spider. High, high.
Now the play fake. Finds a spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Marshall quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get line.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Ready?
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
Jones wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! They went for the big play and wanted it never pay off.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ga.Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that...
There he goes! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Okay, ready?
And the Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Let's go.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Ready, set.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Walters. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ready, go.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Okay.
Ga.Southern will have it now, 1st and goal.
Set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. They great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Need. There he goes. Knocked off his feet.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Morrison. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Marshall quick to the line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys who
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Galladay. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time to work, not any time to replaced as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
First snap drive will come from the 46. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Walters. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
With the catch, it's Mills. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ga.Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. He's got it inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ga.Southern. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 39 over Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Jones to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone.
On the double.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
From the gun, wants to pass. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ga.Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Walters. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep...
Touchdown, Eagles! And the pummeling has started.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long.
Easy.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Get set.
Off play action. Bring in the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ga.Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what,
Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Runs through the tackle. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
but you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. He can put more plays together like that right there.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, and you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. The receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Back to pass, it's Walters. Pressure coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the ground game. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
42, Spider.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Ready.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long.
Cobra.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire league.
He lobs one high down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ga.Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Ga.Southern is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Walters. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Ga.Southern really efficient on offense. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Oh, they're after him. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Ga.Southern will have it now, 1st and goal.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ga.Southern. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, They haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got it.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Walters. Quickly complete. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
29 Philly. 2
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Using his legs to buy some time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Ga.Southern. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off.
And the defense playing pass all the way. They understand the situation beautifully. They've got to throw the football. They weren't fooled by the pass. They break on the football and get the interception.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Defender miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Got it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's the hit. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a run on the field. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ga.Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ready up.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down.
Easy.
Back to throw, it's Ga.Southern. Fires on the move. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. There he goes. He's at the top. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
To the ground with the back. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ga.Southern. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
He's got the tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The offense set for a 1st down play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Makes the grab down the middle. Turning it on. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many
going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse